Good morning, everybody. It's your boy, the King Jace. You can find me on all forums. It's the Jace Show. Just want to say, first and foremost, thank you to everyone that watches my show. Thank you for taking the time out of your life to view my video and listen to my opinion and thoughts on things in life. I thank you very much. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your subscriptions. If you could tell your family, tell your friends, comment. Let's get a conversation going. I want to give a shout out to my auntie. I love you too. Alana is very talented. She has a lot of skills. She's very qualified to be the best partner in life. um, Always go Dallas. Dallas is my favorite team. Will always be my favorite team, and I will always root for Dallas. Period. Shout out to Joey Gets Green. You've been my friend for a long time, Joe, and I appreciate your friendship. You've never done me wrong. I've never done you wrong. So I look forward to keeping a friendship with you towards the future. Inbox me, comment, like, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends. Let's get a conversation going. I know you always have, you're an opinionated person. Not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Everybody has an opinion. I'm opinionated too. In saying that, I want you to drop some knowledge, leave an opinion, leave a comment. Tell me what I should talk about. I'll research it. So again, thank you. I appreciate your time. I just feel like I have this show because I want to talk about things. I want to address things that I feel are important to myself. That's why I have my wife on the show as well. I see that I get a lot of views when my wife is on the show. So I appreciate everyone. I know she's beautiful. She does attract people. I get it. Anyway, the reason I have this show is because I want to express myself, and I want other people to express themselves as well. I think that talking about how you feel is a good way to relieve stress and tension, and I think it's important. I think it's very important, and that's why I have the show, so I can talk and so other people can talk to me. Excuse me. I want to talk about a video game, Dishonored 2. I'm playing that right now. It is a pretty awesome game. I really enjoy it. It's about to be laggy for a second because I'm trying to tell Pandora that I'm still listening. Anyway, Dishonored 2 is a really good game. I kind of played Dishonored, the first one. It was all right. But this Dishonored 2 game is phenomenal. I really like the graphics. I like the detail. I like the storyline. I've been playing it for about a day and a half now, and I really enjoy it. My wife likes it. She doesn't like many games that I play, so I like that. If you have an opinion on that, let me know, because I want to know your opinion. How do you feel about that? Is there any games that you want me to test out? Is there a game that you've been dying to play? If you have an Xbox, I don't have a PlayStation 4. We'll be getting one probably soon. But if there's an Xbox game you want me to play, I will get that game, whether I rent it, buy it, download it, whatever it may be. I'll get that game, and I'll play that game, and I'll give you my opinion. I love video games, so it's fun for me. And my wife doesn't care as long as I'm doing it to be like, hey, I'm playing this game because I'm trying to give an opinion, like a review on it. So that's cool. One major thing that I did want to talk about today is domestic violence. I think that it is something that should be talked about, and I don't feel like it's talked about enough. There is a lot of domestic violence, and I actually have some statistics for you. And this is off of a website, so I'm not going to word it how they word it. I'm going to word it a little differently, so I don't know if that's like a infringement or something. I don't know, like copyright or like plagiarism. I don't know. More than 1 in 3 women and more than 1 in 4 men, that's 35% of women and 28% of men in the United States, report having a rape, physical violence, or stalking incident in their lifetime. And the person that has done the incident, like did this to them, would be the partner. Intimate partner in their lifetime. So these are going to be all like lifetime and yearly. Nearly 20 people a minute are physically abused by their partner in the United States. That's in 1 year, that's upwards of more than 10 million people a year experience physical violence from their partner. It says intimate partner violence accounts for 15% of all violent crimes, but it doesn't say if it's in the country or in the world. But it does. That's a high statistic. 15% of violent crimes are intimate partner violence. That's insane. 85% of domestic violence victims are female. That leaves only 15% to be male. That's crazy. Women with disabilities have a 40% greater risk of intimate partner violence, especially severe violence, more so than women without disabilities. 2 in 5 gay or bisexual men will experience intimate partner violence in their lifetime, and approximately 63% of homeless women have experienced domestic violence in their adult lives. 28% of females were homeless because of domestic violence. Nearly half of all women and men in the U.S. experience psychological aggression by a relationship, or by an intimate partner in their lifetime. Approximately 5 million children are exposed to this type of domestic violence every single year. Children exposed are more likely to attempt suicide, abuse drugs and alcohol, run away from home, engage in teenage prostitution, and commit sexual assault crimes. That is fucking insane. I never knew that. So think about that. Next time that you go to slap your fucking girlfriend or yell at your wife, think about the effect that it's going to have on your children. So if your child sees that you're beating the shit out of their mom, or if your child sees that you're beating the shit out of your dad, the woman is beating the man or the man is beating the woman, either way, you let your child see that. And it's saying right now, that the statistics say that every year 5 million children are exposed to this. And they're more likely to either hurt themselves, whether that be physically or abusing drugs and alcohol, which is also, I guess, technically physically. They're more likely to run away from home. They're more likely to have unprotected sex. They're more likely to violate somebody themselves. That's a high statistic, man. Yeah, think about this shit. 40% of the center of violence-free relationship domestic violence cases have children under 18 in the home. That's a high amount. So that means 40% of these domestic violence cases, they have children 18 years or under 18 years of age. So that means there's a very high percent of children that are being subjected to this type of violence in the home. Worldwide, men who were exposed to domestic violence as children are 3 to 4 times more likely to perpetrate intimate partner violence as adults. So if you grow up around violence, you're more likely as an adult, 3 to 4 times more likely as an adult, to be violent towards your partner. So that's a crazy adverse effect that you're having on your child. 4% of high school students report being hit, slapped, or physically hurt on purpose by their significant other in the last year. 4%. That's a high. That's doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot. 1 in 3 people who are injured during a domestic violence incident will never receive medical treatment. Most cases of domestic violence are never reported to police. We already knew that. Men who victimize are substantially less likely than women to report this situation. Yeah, because men feel like it's embarrassing. You don't want to be like, oh, I just got slapped around by my girlfriend. It's embarrassing as a man. I mean, I get it, the stigma of being a man, but I guess I can understand that, but you should still report the abuse. You don't. I guess that's what people probably think. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So, those are the statistics on domestic violence. I also wanted to drop a domestic violence hotline number. It's a live chat number. You can call this number and you can talk to anybody at any time. 1-800-799-7233 or 1-800-787-3224. You can call this numbers anytime and you can get help with domestic violence. 1-800-799-7233 or 1-800-787-3224. You can even go online to the National the National Domestic Violence Hotline online, and you can chat with somebody right on the spot. If you feel like you're having some type of domestic violence in your life, by all means, let me know. You can inbox me. I'll help you if I can. I'm fully against spousal abuse. I just don't. I will never ever put my hands on my wife. I respect her too much as a human being to put my hands on her. Aside from that, that's pretty much the whole show. I got some adulting to do, so I'm gonna be out of here. I expanded my desk area though, made it a little more roomy. I got a lot of stuff over here. I feel like if you're surrounded by things that you love while you're doing something you like to do, it's gonna be more productive and more proactive and more just better. This is gonna be better. Anyway, go Dallas. Don't worry, we lost that game, but it's not the end of the world. We were pretty good in the standings. We're still pretty good right now. We can come back from this. Let's go Dallas. Um, if you like the show, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends. Let's talk about it. On that note, the King Jace out. Peace.